Do you think boys and girls should be treated differently?
No,
Why not?
because they're both people.
What is gender? Gender is the state of being male or female. Gender is usually used to describe social or cultural differences or situations where sex is usually used to describe biological ones. Gender identity is the sense of being male or female. Gender roles are sets of expectations that say how males and females should think, act, and feel. The first of these theories is the social role theory. Alice Eagly proposed this theory and states that gender differences result in the constricting roles that culture places on males and females, such as being the homemaker or being the provider. The second theory is the psychoanalytic theory of gender, which is based off of Freud's view that preschool children will develop an attraction to the opposite sex parent, and then, at age 5 or 6, they will abandon this attraction, start to identify with the same-sex parent. The last of these theories is the social cognitive theory, which states that children develop their gender identity through the observation and imitation of gender behavior, and through the punishments and rewards they receive for that gender behavior. Besides the three social roles that we just went over, there's also the opinion that biology tells us what our gender identity is. This could include hormones, chromosomes, and evolution.
What do you think would happen if a boy decided to wear a dress to school?
Everybody would laugh at him. They will be in trouble. The people in their school would decide to laugh at them and make fun. Everybody would laugh. They would laugh at him.
And how do you think he would feel about that?
Sad. Sad.
Yes, we do have a role. Society has a role, and we as parents also, we put a lot of influence on what the kids are supposed to do or feel about gender.
Boys and girls are physically similar until the late elementary years. During this time, girls will gain height faster than boys until puberty, then it reverses. When puberty hits, gender is mostly figured out, and the child knows who they are. Physical differences during puberty are easy to spot. Girls will start to develop breasts, have a growth spurt, and develop pubic hair. Boys will start to see a broadening of the chest and shoulders, increased size of the genitals, and appearance of body hair.
Parents provide the earliest discrimination of gender roles, but before long, peers join the process of responding to and modeling masculine and feminine behavior. Peers are so important in gender development that the playground has been described as gender school. Peers extensively reward and punish gender behavior. When children play in ways that are sex appropriate, their peers tend to reward them, but peers often reject children who act in a manner that is considered more of a characteristic of another gender. Gender molds important aspects of peer relations, influences the composition of children's groups, the size of group, and interactions within a group. From age 5, boys are more likely to associate together in larger clusters than girls are. Boys are more likely to play in group games than girls as well. Boys engage in rough play, competition, conflict, ego displays, risk-taking, and seeking dominance. Girls are more likely to engage in collaborative discourse, in which they talk and act in a more reciprocal manner. Around age 3, children already show preference for playing with the same sex. It increases around the age of 12, and during elementary, children spend majority of their free time with children of the same sex.